welcome to my channel. I am Adit. Today I am going to say a well-known story about Cinderella. Cinderella. Long ago, there was a wealthy nobleman who lived with his beautiful wife and an attractive young daughter named Ella. His wife died suddenly, leaving her daughter lonely and motherless. She was grief-stricken and felt lost without her. Ella's father wanted to see her happy again, so he married a second time to fill the void left by her mother. Ella's new mother had two daughters named Hilda and Gilda from her previous marriage. Ella was very happy. She welcomed them warmly, but her stepmother was bad-tempered and was very rude to her. Hilda and Gilda were also ill-mannered. They were envious of Ella's beauty and politeness. A little after marriage, Ella's father went on a long business trip. In the absence of a father, the stepmother was even more cruel and unkind to Ella. She forced her to do all the household chores from morning to night. Cinderella obeyed her mother without any complaint. However, Hilda and Gilda enjoyed good food and the best of comforts. The stepsisters had nice, comfortable beds to sleep on, whereas Ella was given a cold corner of the house. After a hard day's work, she would sit by the side of the cinders of the fireplace to keep herself warm. Observing her daily routine, her stepsisters started calling her Cinderella. One day, the family got an invitation from the royal palace. All the eminent families of the kingdom with their young girls were invited to participate in the grand royal ball. It was a matter of great honor and pride to get such an invitation, so the lady of the house was very happy. She said to her daughters, "It's an opportunity to meet the rich and the handsome boys of the kingdom. Since they all will be participating in the ball, you must dress up well." Hilda and Gilda were jubilant. They brought rich dresses and ornaments for the occasion. Cinderella also heard about the ball and thus she asked her mother happily, "What shall I wear for the royal ball?" "What?" snubbed her mother. "You are not going to any royal ball." Cinderella's heart broke on hearing her mother's rude remark. The ugly, unkind sisters too teased her for not being able to attend the royal ball. On the day of the ball, Hilda and Gilda remained busy dressing themselves up since morning. They sought Cinderella's help to make them look more beautiful. Cinderella possessed a heart of gold. She helped them without any grudge of revenge. In the evening, the two ungrateful sisters and their mother left for the palace without even saying goodbye to Cinderella. Cinderella watched them sadly. "I wish I could go too," she said as tears rolled down their rosy cheeks. Suddenly, the dark corner where she was sitting lit up with a divine light, and there appeared a beautiful fairy. "Cinderella," she called out very softly, "cheer up, my child. I am your godmother. I know you want to participate in the grand ball, and so I am here to help you." "Oh, godmother," said Cinderella thankfully, "are you really going to help me?" "Yes, my dear Cinderella," said the godmother smilingly. I must help a nice girl like you. Now do as I tell you. Her godmother asked Cinderella to bring a fat pumpkin from the garden and a mousetrap with a few mice from the kitchen. Cinderella obeyed her immediately. She first touched that fat pumpkin with a magical wand. Cinderella was aghast to see a beautiful golden coach in front of her. She then further surprised her by changing the 6 mice of the mousetrap into 6 prancing horses. Now we need 5 coachmen, said the fairy. Probably once of the kitchen will do the job, suggested Cinderella happily. Indeed, dear, said the godmother. The next moment, the 2 big fat rats were brought and changed into jolly coachmen. Your coach with a coachman is ready, dear. You can proceed to the ball and said the fairy. Suddenly, she noticed her rags and torn shoes. But your dress must suit the occasion, she said. Her godmother gently touched Cinderella's dress with a magical wand. Lo! Cinderella was no more in rags, but in fabulous silk evening gown. The fairy again waved a wand and a pair of glassy shoes magically came into her hand. This is my last gift to you, my child, said the fairy, while presenting the shoes to her. Cinderella hugged her godmother with love and gratitude. Cinderella was truly looking gorgeous and beautiful. She sat in the coach to leave for the ball. Before her departure, the godmother warned Cinderella, my child, you must leave the palace by midnight, for my magic will end at the stroke of 12. Cinderella set out for the palace. As she reached there and climbed the stairs of the bedroom, the people standing there were astonished to see her beauty and elegance. Some of the courtiers informed the prince that a beautiful princess from some unknown places arrived for the ball. The prince himself came out and took her to the ball with full honors. The prince was extremely fascinated by her charm and beauty. That evening, Cinderella and the prince danced for long hours. It was a dream come true for Cinderella. The people of the ballroom were thrilled to watch the wonderful sight. However, the young ladies who were waiting for an opportunity to dance with the handsome prince watched Cinderella with envy and dismay. Cinderella was totally engrossed in the dance with the prince. Suddenly, the clock struck 12 and she remembered the warning of her godmother. At once, she rushed out, but one of her shoes slipped off in haste. The prince followed her, but she just vanished in a moment. He picked up the glassy shoe lying on the stairs. As soon as Cinderella reached home, everything changed into its original form. The prince, who was greatly enchanted by the beauty of the Cinderella, felt that he would not live without her. But he did not know who she was and where she had come from. So he announced, I will marry the girl whose foot fits into the glassy shoe. The unique announcement caused a great deal of excitement all over the kingdom. All the girls were eager to try the shoe and thus become the princess of the kingdom. The royal messengers visited each house with the shoe, but it did not fit anyone. At the end, the messengers knocked at the door of Cinderella's house. Hilda and Gilda were very much excited to see them at their doorsteps, and were quite optimistic that the shoe would fit one of them. But the little shoe disappointed both, for their food was too big for it. The messengers turned to go back. Suddenly, their eyes fell on Cinderella, who was busy working in the house. With little hope, they requested Cinderella to try the shoe. Her stepmother did not like it. "She is just a servant," said the stepmother, and tried to keep her away from trying the shoe. However, the messengers did not listen to her, since the order was for all the young ladies of the kingdom. Cinderella tried the shoe, and her foot perfectly fitted into it. It was a rude shock for the evil mother and sisters. Cinderella took out the other shoe and confirmed that she was the lady whom the messengers were looking for in the kingdom. Suddenly, the fairy godmother appeared there. She blessed Cinderella, and there she stood, resembling the fabulously dressed lady of that night. Everyone was startled to see her. Cinderella was escorted to the palace with full honors. The prince was overjoyed to find his beloved princess. A few days later, Cinderella and the prince were married, and the occasion was celebrated all over the kingdom. Her stepmother and stepsisters were ashamed of all their misbehavior and unkind words, and begged her Cinderella forgive them, for she was a kind-hearted and normal person. Cinderella and the prince lived a very long and happy life together, and were loved by all in the kingdom. Thank you friends for watching my channel. Kindly like, subscribe and comment, and for more stories, kindly subscribe the channel. Thank you.